in the heart of the African savanna, where the sun blazes down and the air is thick with the scent of dust and life, a haunting scene unfolds. An elephant, the gentle giant of the plains, stands in a clearing, its massive frame marred by a horrific wound. This is no ordinary injury. It is a grotesque testament to nature's darker side, a beehive infestation that has taken hold of its skin, leaving behind a gruesome spectacle that is both shocking and fascinating. The elephant, a creature known for its wisdom and grace, now bears the scars of a battle with one of nature's smallest yet most formidable foes. As we delve deeper into this unsettling narrative, prepare yourself for a journey that intertwines the beauty of wildlife with the grim realities of survival. The wound, a gaping hole in the elephant's thick skin, is a breeding ground for thousands of bees. These tiny creatures, often overlooked in their importance to the ecosystem, have turned this majestic animal into a living hive. The sight is both repulsive and captivating. The bees swarm in a chaotic dance, their buzzing a sinister symphony that echoes through the air. Each bee, with its delicate wings and stinger, plays a role in this macabre drama, feeding on the elephant's flesh and creating a grotesque tableau of nature's brutality. The elephant, in its immense size and strength, is rendered vulnerable, a stark reminder that even the mightiest can fall prey to the smallest of adversaries. As we examine the wound more closely, the details become increasingly disturbing. The skin around the hive is inflamed and raw, a vivid red that contrasts sharply with the elephant's gray hide. Pus oozes from the edges, a sign of infection that signals the body's desperate fight against the invasion. The bees, undeterred by the elephant's size, have established a colony within this open wound, their numbers swelling as they feast on the soft tissue. This grotesque symbiosis raises questions about the balance of nature. How can such a small creature inflict such suffering on a being that towers over it? The infestation is not merely a physical ailment. In the heart of the African savanna, where the golden grass sways gently in the warm breeze, a scene unfolds that is both captivating and horrifying. A cheetah cub, no more than a few weeks old, lies vulnerable and exposed, its delicate body marred by a gruesome wound. This is not just any injury. It is the result of a horrific encounter with a swarm of bees, leaving the cub in a state of distress that is as shocking as it is tragic. The sight is enough to make even the most hardened observer recoil in horror. The once innocent creature, with its soft fur and wide, innocent eyes, now bears the marks of a brutal battle against nature's smallest warriors. As we delve deeper into this unsettling narrative, we must confront the reality of bee infestations and their impact on wildlife. The cheetah cub, in its innocent exploration of the world, likely stumbled upon a hidden hive, a fortress of buzzing fury. Bees, while often seen as harmless pollinators, can become aggressive when their home is threatened. In a matter of moments, the cub found itself under siege, a victim of its own curiosity. The sting of a bee is not just a minor inconvenience. For a creature as small as a cub, it can lead to severe allergic reactions, swelling, and in some cases, even death. The wound on the cub's body is a grotesque testament to the ferocity of the attack. The skin is torn and swollen, a patchwork of angry red and purple, where the bees have injected their venom. Each sting is a tiny dagger, piercing the flesh and leaving behind a trail of pain. The cub's cries echo through the savanna, a haunting reminder of the brutal realities of life in the wild. As the bees swarm, they create a cloud of chaos, their buzzing a sinister soundtrack to the unfolding drama. But what drives these bees to such aggression? The answer lies in their instinctual need to protect their hive. Bees are fiercely loyal to their colony, and any perceived threat is met with a collective response that can be overwhelming. In this case, the cheetah cub, with its playful antics, inadvertently crossed the line, provoking a swarm that would not back down. The irony is palpable. A creature known for its speed and grace is brought low by the very insects that play a crucial role in the ecosystem. As we examine the aftermath of this encounter, we must consider the broader implications of such infestations. The cheetah cub, now struggling to survive, is a stark reminder of the delicate balance that exists in nature. Each species, no matter how small, plays a role in the intricate web of life. Bees, while often viewed as pests, are essential in the dense, shadowy heart of the rainforest, where the air is thick with humidity and the sounds of life echo through the trees. A chilling scene unfolds. A solitary gorilla, a majestic creature of strength and grace, now bears the marks of a horrific encounter. Its once proud frame is marred by a grotesque wound, a gaping cavity that tells a story of suffering and survival. This is not just any injury. It is the result of a relentless bee infestation, a phenomenon that is as fascinating as it is disturbing. As we delve into this unsettling narrative, prepare yourself for a journey into the darker corners of nature, where beauty and horror intertwine in a dance as old as time. The gorilla, a symbol of power and intelligence, now finds itself at the mercy of thousands of tiny, buzzing assailants. The bees, drawn to the warmth and scent of the gorilla's skin, have made their home in the open wound, creating a hive that thrives in the very flesh of this magnificent beast. The sight is both shocking and repulsive. The wound is a festering mass, teeming with life as the bees flit in and out, oblivious to the pain they inflict. Each bee, a tiny soldier in a vast army, works tirelessly to expand their colony, while the gorilla, in a state of confusion and distress, struggles to comprehend the invasion. As we examine this grotesque tableau, it is essential to understand the biology of the bees involved. These creatures, often seen as harmless pollinators, can become aggressive when they perceive a threat to their hive. In this case, the gorilla's wound has unwittingly provided a perfect nesting site, a warm and moist environment where the bees can thrive. The gorilla's immune response, while robust, is overwhelmed by the sheer number of invaders. The bees, with their sharp stingers and relentless determination, create a perfect storm of suffering for the gorilla, who is left to endure the agony of their presence. The infestation is not merely a physical ailment. It is a testament to the complex relationships that exist within ecosystems. The gorilla, a creature that typically reigns at the top of its food chain, is now reduced to a victim of circumstance. This dark twist of fate serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the unpredictable nature of the wild. In the grand tapestry of existence, even the mightiest can fall prey to the smallest of foes. The bees, in their quest for survival, have unwittingly turned the gorilla into a host, a living vessel for their colony's expansion. As we continue to explore this unsettling scenario, we must confront the ethical implications of such an event. The gorilla, a creature that embodies the spirit of the forest, is now a victim of an ecological imbalance, one that is often exacerbated by human activity. Deforestation, habitat destruction, and climate change have all contributed to the disruption of natural habitats, forcing animals into closer contact with one another, and increasing the likelihood of such bizarre infestations. The irony is palpable. In our quest to conquer nature, we have inadvertently created conditions that lead to suffering for both animals and ourselves. In the end, this tale of a gorilla and its bee in the quiet stillness of a sun-drenched pasture, a chilling sight unfolds. A horse, majestic yet marred, stands trembling. Its flank is a grotesque canvas, a horrific wound resembling a gaping maw, oozing and festering. This is no ordinary injury. It is the aftermath of a bee infestation, a dark tale of nature's fury unleashed upon an unsuspecting creature. As we delve deeper into this unsettling narrative, prepare yourself for a journey that intertwines the beauty of the natural world with its more sinister aspects. The horse, a symbol of grace and strength, has become a victim of a relentless swarm. Bees, often celebrated for their role in pollination and honey production, can also turn into a nightmarish force when they invade the skin of a larger animal. The wound, a hive of activity, is not merely a puncture. It is a breeding ground for thousands of angry bees, their stingers embedded in the flesh, releasing venom that causes excruciating pain. The horse's body, once a vessel of power, now bears the burden of this infestation, a testament to the darker side of nature's design. As we examine the wound, we find a disturbing ecosystem at play. The bees, driven by instinct, have created a colony within the horse's body, a grotesque symbiosis that spells disaster for the host. The venom from their stings causes inflammation, leading to a cascade of physiological responses, swelling in the quiet corners of suburbia, where the sun shines bright and the grass grows lush. A dark tale unfolds, a tale that begins with a seemingly innocent creature, a dog named Max. Max, with his floppy ears and wagging tail, was the pride of his family, a loyal companion who brought joy and laughter into their lives. But one fateful day, a sinister encounter with a swarm of bees would change everything. As we delve into this shocking narrative, prepare yourself for a journey that reveals the hidden horrors of nature, the fragility of life, and the unexpected consequences of a single moment. Max was frolicking in the backyard, chasing butterflies and barking at the wind, when he stumbled upon a hidden hive nestled in the crook of an old oak tree. Unbeknownst to him, this hive was home to thousands of bees, each one a tiny soldier ready to defend their territory. In a split second, curiosity turned to chaos as Max's nose brushed against the hive, triggering a furious response from the bees. They swarmed, a dark cloud of buzzing fury, and within moments, Max was engulfed in a whirlwind of stings. The once joyful barks turned to yelps of pain as the bees unleashed their venom, a cocktail of toxins designed to protect their home at all costs. The aftermath was nothing short of horrific. Max's body, once a picture of health, was now a canvas of agony. His skin was punctured with hundreds of tiny, angry welts, each one a reminder of the brutal encounter. The swelling was grotesque, transforming his once friendly face into a nightmarish visage. The bees, in their relentless pursuit of defense, had left their mark, literally. As the venom coursed through his veins, Max's body reacted violently, a testament to the power of nature's smallest creatures. The hive, a seemingly innocuous structure, had become a source of torment, a reminder of the dark side of the natural world. But what exactly happens when a dog becomes infested with bee venom? The science behind it is as fascinating as it is disturbing. Bee venom contains a complex mixture of proteins, enzymes, and peptides that can cause severe allergic reactions in some animals. For Max, in the heart of the African savanna, where the sun blazes down and the air shimmers with heat, a scene unfolds that is both captivating and grotesque. Picture a towering giraffe, its long neck stretching high above the acacia trees, a symbol of grace and majesty. But today, this gentle giant bears a horrific wound, a gaping hole in its side, oozing with a dark, viscous fluid. This is not just any injury. It is the result of a bee infestation that has taken a nightmarish turn. As we delve into this unsettling reality, prepare yourself for a journey into the darker side of nature, where beauty and horror intertwine in a dance as old as time itself. The giraffe, with its distinctive patches and elegant stature, is often seen as a gentle giant of the savanna. However, beneath its serene exterior lies a vulnerability that can be exploited by the most unlikely of foes: bees. Yes, bees, those small creatures often associated with the sweet nectar of flowers and the buzzing of summer days, can become a source of torment for this majestic animal. Bee infestation begins innocently enough, with a few bees finding their way into the giraffe's skin, drawn by the warmth and moisture. But what starts as a minor annoyance quickly escalates into a full-blown assault as the bees burrow into the giraffe's flesh. They create a hive within its body, a grotesque colony thriving in a living host. The giraffe, unable to swat away the tiny invaders, becomes a mobile hive, a grotesque spectacle of nature's cruelty. The wound festers, attracting more bees, and soon the giraffe is left with a gaping hole, a gruesome reminder of the parasitic relationship that has taken hold. The once proud creature now bears the weight of its own suffering, a living testament to the harsh realities of survival in the wild. The scientific community has long studied the phenomenon of parasitism, where one organism benefits at the expense of another. In this case, the bees are thriving, feeding on the giraffe's bodily fluids, while the giraffe suffers in silence. The wound becomes a breeding ground for bacteria, leading to infections that can spread rapidly, further complicating the giraffe's plight. The once vibrant animal now struggles to find food, its energy sapped by the relentless assault of its tiny tormentors. It is a dark twist of fate,